Welcome to the beautiful pod. It's Adam Friedland. I'm joined by CR. We go through all the games. It's been a crazy World Cup. I'm also joined by two Norwegian fellas, friends of mine, Erlend Morch, a comedian, and Mimir Kristjansson, who's a member of Parliament, I guess. I didn't know he was a member of Parliament until like midway through the game. I guess you like see the president at the supermarket when you live there and stuff. It's like 12 people, and somehow they're amazing at sports. But yeah. Also, Chris and I just are going to break down the games from yesterday. I think yesterday was shocking. I think it's been shocking, and I think America has given us the best World Cup of all time. Happy birthday, 250 years. Guys, you're welcome. I hope no one's going to thank us. No one's going to thank us, but anyway, please enjoy the show. The beautiful pod is brought to you by FanDuel. This summer, America's #1 sportsbook is making it easier than ever to get in on the action across all your favorite sports. Think you've got today's home run hitter picked? Check out FanDuel's HR props, including moonshots and lasers, for a chance at even bigger payouts. Late to start? FanDuel has you covered with all the live betting options all game long. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app today and play your game. Disclaimer, 21 plus select states, 18 plus DC, Kentucky, or Wyoming. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut. Chris Ryan in Los Angeles, Adam Friedland in New York City, Europe in the mud. How happy are we? The Axis powers dead. The United States has given the world the best World Cup of all time, and we don't even care about soccer. Once again, our president, Donald Trump, has proven him wrong. He's done a remontada every time we doubt him. Every time we doubt him, he's the Carlo Ancelotti of world leaders. How are you feeling right now? It's so good.
Happy 250, brother.
We honestly, on our 200, if General Washington were here to see
penalties,
to see us put on the greatest World Cup of all time, and deliberately, honestly, I'm not gonna say that I'm not gonna buy into it, but like, it would be very easy to manipulate like offsides, like replays, like just to move the guy a little bit. Right, and it would be very easy to have like a little remote control on whatever the stupid like, new boop. Ball is.
Yeah.
That's like a little bit like, yeah, let's just make it go up a little bit on a header. I'm not going to say that. I don't want anyone to go crazy because I don't believe in conspiracies. But, okay, guys, yesterday was one of the best days of ball in such a long time. I'm so happy. I have a vacation from thinking about Arsenal. For 1 second, I thought about Arsenal the other day, and it made me so mad because Carlo played Martinelli at 9, and then I was like, I hate Arsenal. But guess what? We have been having quite the summer. It's been, I think, the World Cup sometimes
dazzling.
It sucks.
It's been dazzling.
So let's be honest. The World Cup, like you build it up too much in your mind, and then the games suck.
Yeah, and it's also just like I don't have like clear memories of the last time the Cup was here, and it's like to be able to watch football from 10 to 10 is nuts.
Germany has not won a knockout game since Mario Götze. Do you know that? Since the last time they won. Spain, although this might change soon, has not won a knockout game since they won the World Cup. And Italy has not won a knockout game since they won the World Cup. Isn't that shocking?
They also are not in this World Cup at all.
Well, so for 4 more years. Okay. Yesterday's biggest winner. Let's play the clip.
You want to ban our national flags, but we're going to wave you goodbye.
Yes.
And we'll look forward in the future to working with you as sovereign.
Now, Chris, you know I'm a fence sitter.
If you
I was on the fence
rules,
about. Okay. Shut up, Europe. Okay, I'm a fence sitter, but I think, thank God, our boys, the 3 Lions, are not in Europe anymore and subject to this European catastrophe. Thank God, England will be the only team immune to the Europicide that we've seen in this tournament so far. Germany are out. The Netherlands are out. 2 great powers of soccer. How are you feeling about this?
They both abandoned their principles. They both
I agree.
They both abandoned their own footballing identities, and they got what they deserved.
Germany needs to be boring and a machine, and we hate them and the bad guys. Italy isn't even in the World Cup. They're supposed to be cheaters and defensive and rude. anytime they've been trying to make the countries that are supposed to be the bad guys and boring, modern and interesting, it fails.
Yeah,
Julian
look what happened to
Nagelsmann-
them during penalties. They had Kimmich have to go up to Goretzka to beg him to take pens. Why did you play for pens if nobody wants to hit pens?
Well, let's be honest. They did win that game. Let's be honest. But fuck off, Julian Nagelsmann. I think what we're seeing is the Pep effect right now. Yeah. We're seeing so many guys, tactical, modern coaches that think that they could do it like Pep. Look at him. He's wearing fucking fear of God. He's wearing off-white. But just have some respect. And also, like, I think. I mean, I don't want to body shame, but he's put on a little weight. That's
he has actually. I don't want to body shame either. I'm not in very good shape, but like I find this outfit odd from a man who wants
he's dressed
to
like Russ.
Smell. Yeah,
he's dressed like Russ in 2013. Not even like a new Russ. He's wearing harem pants and shutter shade sunglasses like the Heatles.
That's also like a G-Shock watch from. When is that from? That's like the biggest G-Shock watch I've ever seen.
Yeah, from middle school. I mean, what does he think? Who does he think he is? He tried to do the Pep thing where he's like, I'm going to fuck with the tactics so much that I'm going to go hipster 4-4-2, which is, it was a narcissistic 4-4-2, right? It wasn't a proper 4-4-2. He's like, I'm going to start Undav and Kai up front. And guess what? I'm going to be so modern that I'm going to be from the olden days, right? And guess what? You fucking lost and you fucking failed. And guess what? Kimmich put him in the fucking midfield. Like, genuinely, like, I don't understand. There's a thing that happens in football where modern tactical coaches don't understand the difference. And I was saying this to Klein in the last episode, between that and tournament football. And really, in reality, what we see is like Pep spent £5 billion, walked the league, 7 times, 6 times? I mean, just walked the league. And then,
his brain exploded in every Champions League. Yeah.
Every Champions League final, he would do this thing where he'd go into a lair and he'd be at like the map of Europe and you'd be like, this is how we just, we make everyone Germany. And like, it would fail every single time. He'd be in a bunker in Berlin with a gun. Okay. Genuinely speaking, it is so sad. I've turned into Emperor Palpatine in this tournament. I want to see any type of modern approach punished. I was really hoping that Koeman would do the Neanderthal treble yesterday, and it almost worked. He almost pulled it off by playing a back five with one of the most talented teams in the tournament, who was scoring at will in the group stages, wearing that shirt. What was that shirt? How tight was that shirt? I think
him and Nagelsmann should have switched shirts.
They should have switched shirts.
Yeah,
I know. I think it's Hervé Renard just thrown everything into chaos.
It's true.
Honestly, just have an effortless, chill fashion like Pep. Seriously, Pep has ruined it. Everyone was wearing Arsene Wenger 3-piece suits, and then Pep came in with just a hoodie, and everyone was like, wow. He's got like an effortless style, kind of like Shia LaBeouf in his vintage T-shirt shopping game.
That's exactly what people think.
And you can't do it. You can't do it like the GOAT, right? I mean, honestly, the hipsters are in the mud. They're crying into their... Look, this is the kit that everyone that was celebrating... Yes, they're crying into their Phil Foden x Noel Gallagher kits. How atrocious is that dog shit kit? How bad is that?
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
Offensive. Is this real or is this just like a
This is
a drop that somebody did?
It's they did a collabo with Noel Gallagher to make a special kit for City, and he was on drugs or something when he made it. Apparently, that's what rockers do. Listen, the lesson here is you can't play a hipster 4-4-2. All right.
Here's another lesson that I wanted to bounce off you.
Go ahead.
Do you think that Germany's failings have anything to do, as I've seen kicked around online, with the idea that Bayern is no longer building for them? Like that Bayern is no longer developing their whole
diversity
set? No, but Bayern's buying like Kane, and they've got they're like buying from all over the world now rather than just making the national team. And it used to be like Dortmund and Bayern pretty much propped that whole national side up, right?
That whole league is so annoying to me, right? The fact that like Lewandowski could be at Dortmund and then go to them, it's a mafia kickback scheme.
I know.
Like why does everyone let the best team just take all their players? And why is that okay? Why do they give them like applauses and stuff like that? It's one fucking team. Like literally, like if in any other league, if someone goes from, I mean, we know the names of the people that have gone from Real Madrid to Barcelona or vice versa.
Right. If somebody goes from like the Thunder to the Warriors or something like that, that would be weird.
Granted, Dortmund is not anywhere near like the competitive parity of that. Dortmund and Bayern are obviously, but it's just everyone is sucking one team's. I'm too graphic on this show. Everyone is just gobbling one team's. But it's just like, what is the point of the league? Like, why are you like Wolfsburg going out there to try that year? Because everyone's just going to kick back their best players to the number one team. And yes, I do think that like there are like probably, that is like an answer, that there are probably more international players on. I think there is something to that. But like German players go abroad now too. There were like Italian players used to not go abroad, if you remember. Like it used to be rare for like, you know, Di Canio's like, I'm going to bring racism to West Ham.
Right.
Like,
yeah,
right?
He brought it. They didn't have
He's gonna. I'm gonna do just the Romans. I'm gonna do the thing that Elon Musk didn't do at the whatever the. Okay. No, I mean it's just like it was more rare. Like Podolski, I remember was like one of the only Germans. I guess like what's his name was on Chelsea. What's his face? Sam.
Andreas Schürrle.
Klinsmann
on Spurs.
Yeah, Klinsmann. It was like very rare. I think now German players are like going abroad more often. I think the issue once again is Europe and the European Union, and thank God we got out of that. No, I think that there is something to that, perhaps. Yeah, like a team having chemistry and all playing the same system like does naturally translate over to a national side. I guess English players used to not go abroad as much too. Like Michael
not as
Owen
much,
was, like,
but
kind of
now
the
it's
only
interesting to look at that Bayern
Yeah.
team and see Luis Diaz, Harry Kane, Alphonso Davies, like different guys like from different countries playing in that starting 11. And
Yeah.
I wonder whether or not there's a trickle down effect.
You're saying like a more pure German.
That's not what I meant.
Is that what you're saying, Chris? You want it to be like cleansed of what? What were you saying? You know who I blame. Okay, I'm just kidding. The rabbis. No, I mean there probably is something to that. I just to mention the South African match was like really satisfying to me, and I'm like so proud of them as a team. Because my parents come from there and stuff. Because it was like a rebuilt roster that it was supposed to be like a terrible team, but they all play in the same league together, like the domestic league. I think they only had like 5 or 6 players abroad, right? So they did speak the same kind of tactical language.
Footballing language,
That's how that league plays. And there is something to like that being a thing. Spain has always had that advantage too, because they all came from Spanish academies, and they all kind of like, like La Masia was obviously very dominant. So I think there is something to be said about that. In Belgium, they all went abroad. I mean, that's true. So you're saying that we just like basically have to reclaim identities of European...
All I'm saying is that I think that German national team relied heavily on Bayern, and I don't know if they're doing player development like they used to. And also, a lot of people are like, Nagelsmann doesn't look under every rock for good players. Like Nagelsmann basically goes in and watches like Dortmund and Bayern. Now this is just what Didi Hamann said. Like I have no idea how Nagelsmann spends his time.
It's a little bit hysterical of a response. Like they won that match basically. Also, fuck Klopp. I mean, but like, did you see Jurgen Klopp's?
He wants that job.
No, he said no. Well, first of all, that'd be the boys would die for him. I lost my headphone. Yeah. First of all, Klopp says if that's a disallowed goal, then Arsenal wouldn't be the English champions. They scored 60% of their goals like that. What does that have to do with Arsenal? We're a loser team. We're losers. We lost 8-2 at Old Trafford. They're acting like we're freaking like we're like I don't know Ajax in the 70s. We stink and everything. The world revolves. Okay, anyway, back to cut that. Listen, I think they lost because less about like the makeup of like their I guess their dominant club team, but like I think it's more so that they probably a KG group stage match probably eked it out 2-1, and they probably shouldn't have started an egotistical like put my nuts on the table kind of like why am I so gross?
No, but you're right. They shouldn't have gone balls to the wall to start the match.
It was just a narcissistic lineup. Like, bring on Undav, like, at 60. Like,
But Klopp got in Nagelsmann's head about Undav. Like, I feel like that was a little bit, like, too much chatter coming from the back seat.
Look at the outfit. Look at the stupid lineup. Everyone want to be Pep. But they're not built that way. He's trying to do effortless fashion. He's trying to do ridiculous, like, counterintuitive, I'm going to surprise them lineups. America beat this team 4-1. America. Okay? Relax. You're Germany. You had the Kaiser.
You know who still
Rommel.
still wears
Rommel, the Desert Fox.
Do you know who still wears suits to the match and who knows where to put the guys in order to get results?
Who's that?
Who's
that?
The Don.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And you know who starts lineups where Casemiro looks like perhaps one of the worst players I've ever seen for the first half, and then just does the remontada in the second half all over again? How many times have we watched this? And I mean, yeah. I've become.
We're talking Brazil, Japan, obviously.
I want to see the hipsters' hearts broken over and over again. I liked Japan, but I was happy that the people that were like, they're a tournament dark horse. Yeah, they fucking beat Spain in the last World Cup. You're not like the let me run the. They beat Spain in the last World Cup. It's not that fucking wild of a pick. We all like them. They're cool. They're Japan. They do they're fashion.
It's the same thing as Morocco. Morocco is actually like a really, really good World Cup team at this point.
They made the semifinal.
Yeah,
right. And people are acting like they discovered Morocco. And it's just my insecurity about being an American that likes footy. But I want to see everyone that thinks that they know ball just destroyed and sad. And I just want to see Messi score as many goals as possible, and I want to just see him.
Do you get a lot of texts from
anymore.
people who aren't watching, like never watch football, and then all of a sudden you get a text that's like, "Wow, great cross"?
No, because I'm having issues with a lot of the people in my life right now. Listen, Nagelsmann, it was a narcissistic lineup, and for some reason he didn't start like why put him at right back? Who is their terrifying left winger that you need Kimmich to be starting at right back? Why can't you have one of your best midfielders playing in midfield? It's like he thinks he's Pep, right? He thinks he's like when Cancelo was the best player on their team that year. And Cancelo said, I'm the best fullback in the world. He sold him in January just to say, I'm the best coach of all time. You're nothing.
You could go through there's Calvin Phillips. There's so many guys Pep bought that he was just like, and now you're exiled after buying him for $80 million.
It's just bragging. It's literally just bragging to show how good you are. Pep's like, I'm going to win the league with 6'8" playing. I'm not going to have a striker. Everyone's going to be a central midfielder, and it's going to be confounding and so frustrating. And you're going to lead. I'm going to say after you lose 5-0 that the other team are so good. They're so good. They're an amazing team. I'm going to be so complimentary of your team that just lost 5-0.
You must play with courage.
It's going to hurt worse. Let me tell you, Nagelsmann, I want to give you a lesson. Listen, what do I know? But this is you can't do a hipster 4-4-2. If you are employing a 4-4-2, you have to first of all recognize that you are not him. Okay?
You used to eat worms at training, and that's why you've got such a gravelly voice. I mean, can you shed any light on this?
Well, no, it's a fact. I did. I also smoke exhaust pipes, as I've been told in the past. That's what makes my throat like this. I have gravel for breakfast. That was another thing. So them three combined often are the things I use to keep this voice sounding how it is.
If you play a 4-4-2, you have to stand for something.
Yeah. You have to shave your head and have a goatee.
Short shin pads. I know tackles, to be fair. And even a semi-bad tackle in a game now, it's like the world's going to end. No wear these shin pads. I mean, my phone's not small enough. My rule was, wear what you play. You have to wear shin pads. But now what they do, so to get around the wall, they put a bit of sponge in their shin, that big, literally that big. My gaffer have got my shin pads on. I'm like, you want to prove a point that much, right? That you're going to put a bit of sponge in your shin. And they've got designer ones, having specially made with picture of their family on. I'm like, surprised you could see them. They're that small. Can I see the picture of their family? Oh, look, it's my family. Like, what, you really need to see them on shin pads? No, I need to wear white socks. Really? What for? What's the medical reason? I go, I don't know. In the holes in the back. Oh, goodness me, John. I can tell all this now, because when you're with a team, you have to go, yeah, I can see why you're doing that. Can you just wear some normal socks? I would imagine, Sherlock, I have to wear normal socks. I can't possibly play today because I didn't have my holes cut in the back of my socks. I mean, come on. Honestly, Johnny, sometimes I'm like, just play.
Thank you. This is what it takes to start a 4-4-2 line. You have to be a guy that like literally has a player like a Ben Mee style player, give someone a career-ending like multiple fracture, like compound fracture where the bone is sticking out of your leg, and say like, I think he was going for the ball.
And he wasn't wearing big enough shin pads, yeah.
And he has to be like, I didn't see it. I'm gonna have to watch it.
If Sean Dyche, if we replace Lawless with Sean Dyche, would you just DVR every Fox Studio show and watch it for the rest of your life?
It would be insane.
If it was Zlatan, Thierry, and Sean Dyche.
But literally, what we're ignoring is that Zlatan is just as insane. Like,
I know.
That's how Lawless is so abject that we're missing the fact that Zlatan is just literally just out of his mind insane. He thinks that he's like Steven Seagal or something. Like, you have to, okay, if you play 4-4-2, you can never learn how to pronounce a single foreign player's name on your roster.
Yeah.
You have to literally, you have to wear the poppy 12 months a year and talk about the boys that died in World War I in the trench. How terrible of a war was that? It was just awful. They were
World
just
War
sitting
I? You
there.
want to do this now?
No, okay. You have to be in a minimum of 6 relegation battles in the Midlands. You have to be in like a bottom 3 side, fired from that bottom 3 side, immediately picked up by another bottom
yes.
three side.
You have to manage Wolves and Southampton in the same year.
And Burnley.
And Burnley, yeah.
Yeah.
But you never leave your house. Like, you're always in like somewhere in the middle of the country, traveling to those. Yeah.
You have to replace Nuno Espirito Santo as a manager. Yeah. You have to be sacked so many times. Just sacked. Right? Like, you have to hit this penalty. Play it. You have to be able to hit this.
I love the music. You drive me crazy, surely I need to see
You have to
feel you next to
stand
me.
for something, Nagelsmann. It's not FIFA, okay? It's not FIFA. You have to eat, like, for breakfast, eat a curry for breakfast and minimum 4 naan. You have to claim that something you said on TalkSport you didn't realize was had a history behind it and was hurtful to a group of people.
Yeah, you didn't realize it was being broadcast.
This has to be your bird.
Is that actually Dyche's old lady, or is this just like an amalgamation?
No, that's I think that's
Dwight York.
Dwight York's lady.
Okay.
Who's apparently quite around Manchester, the ladies' man. Okay, you have to go on this vacation. Okay, this is the vacation you have to go on. You have to go on thomascook.com and order this vacation package. Look at how insane it. I don't understand how they can. What food are they serving them? Can you put it on screen? This blows my mind. Okay, TUI. They used to sponsor Spurs. Amazing. Okay. 10-minute walk to the beach. Okay. 294 pound total. Total. Okay? To Greece. Okay? Including meals and flight. What meals are they giving you on this vacation? What are you eating?
Yeah. They hand you an octopus when you get off the plane, and they're like, this is it. This is 3 squares.
They have a water park. There is not a single Greek person there. And a lazy river is just filled with piss. Just filled with...
So your larger point is that if Nagelsmann wanted to play 4-4-2, he needed to have gone through this initiation process. He needed a hazing.
100,000%.
He needed to go to Sean Dyche U.
Yes, you have to have violent criminals on your team. You have to have just with the spikes, 2-footed, there has to be a bone coming out of another player's leg, and you have to claim that he was going for the ball.
Adam, I gotta tell you, man, a reality TV show where continental managers go to Sean Dyche finishing camp, where they show up wearing Uniqlo and they leave wearing just Sergio Tacchini tracksuits.
They would never be able to find a single person to be in it because the game's gone. The game's gone. It's just him and Carlo left. That's it. And Carlos Quiroz. Okay. It's pathetic. They lost to a team that lost to America 4-1. They should be ashamed of themselves. They actually did win that game, and it is Freddie, fuck off forever. Nagelsmann, fuck off, and Freddie, fuck off enjoying traveling back to your country, which isn't 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Okay.
Paraguay's gaffer though. He's got bars. Did you see? Like he was just like, we come from the red
fits?
dirt. What's that?
Oh,
yeah,
I
he
love
was like,
that.
we played on the red dirt. They play in like Tony academies. Like he was really. He made it about something.
I love that. They used to say that about Luis Diaz, about how he played on a dust pitch.
Yeah.
I love that. He came from dust. He's like Adam. He came from the. He's like ganja. He came from the earth. Okay, wait. All right. Let's get to Brazil, Japan. Again, I'm rooting against teams I want to have win. Right? I like Japan better, but I want people like to learn that tournament football is a brutality, especially in the knockouts, and that no one is better suited for it than Don Carlo, who literally looks like he didn't give a team talk. He literally looks like he does. He looks like he doesn't react to a single goal. You cannot react to a goal if you want to go 4-4-2. You cannot celebrate a goal at all.
It was goated. And also just the fact that all he does is put guys in the right position. It's this. It is his brilliance. Is he's like, Jude plays here, Martinelli plays here, Pirlo plays there. Like that's what he does.
It's the aura. I mean, yeah, he did it. Like, he moved Kaká. I mean, Martinelli playing 9 reminded me of how much I fucking hate Arsenal. I hate Arsenal.
The best part about the Martinelli goal was the dudes around him being like, that's going in. Like, Rand, like, was just like, as soon as he passed to Bruno, he was like, it's in. He was like, turned his back on it, like Steph.
He had 15 and 5 at 19 years old.
Yeah.
Let's just play my favorite Martinelli clip.
Gabriel Martinelli راح زاد في السرعة جابرييل يا جابرييل يا
Martinelli. Oh, Martinelli. Okay, listen. I'm so happy for Gabby. He's been a loyal. Like, I've watched him for the last 5 years. The debate was Saka or Gabby. Now Saka is dead. And can we stop playing him? The whole world's watching. They're gonna think he's bad. No, he's being so selfless for England. It's like breaking my heart.
It's also like he's up against your boy for the right wing spot. So it's like Noni is pushing him.
Doesn't matter.
This was one of the coolest things in the Brazil game was earlier in the match, Cunha had kind of done like settle down too small to one of the Japanese players and done 5 championships to him. But then after the match, he did this. That's sportsmanship, dog.
Yeah, I think it's the second time the last game yesterday. We've seen goals scored in the last minute.
That's a plant, man. That's not real.
It's like when Trump won that one lady.
So much to this tournament. The fans, the players, they've given everything today. They started the game
Oh my
really
God,
well.
it's
They
seppuku.
played well.
No, poor guy. The Japanese will be back. They're an incredible team. Like they play like beautiful ball. They were better in that game. Once again, we learned our lesson. Never count out Carlo. Genuinely speaking, like Gabby Martinelli in that goal, like he genuinely like took his moment brilliantly. I love him as a player, and also both of our Gabbys had a Gabby assist and a Gabby. That was a beautiful cross.
There's got to be like a hard cap on how many times you can talk about Arsenal in one podcast episode.
Okay, cut all the Arsenal.
Then this episode is like 2 minutes long.
No, genuinely, actually cut the Arsenal. I mean it. That was too many. It was a good note. Guys, let's go to Morocco, Netherlands. Ronald Koeman. I think out of all of the Neanderthals, the dumbest one.
Yes.
Isn't it weird they used to have a village idiot? They're like, this is our idiot. Does that mean like the whole community was like, yeah, that's our boy, the fucking idiot, dude. Yeah, that's Steve, the idiot. I mean, literally, this was not a back 5 of hipsterdom. See, this is a clear distinction we have to draw. Koeman did it. It was the product of an imbecile, right? Like, and once again, like you were saying before, the teams need to reclaim their identities. They have to be doing Cruyff turns. They can't be a back 5 Netherlands.
This is my favorite thing about the Cup. Especially when you get to the knockouts and the teams are like, we maybe have a little bit of a chance here, is that when they lose, the fucking national teams detonate. Like, they're not like, we left it all on the field. That was really heartfelt. They're like, fuck my coach, fuck these fans, fuck my teammates. Like, they all go nuts. And Kimmich was just basically like, I play with a bunch of betas, And then for the Netherlands, it was like De Jong and everybody after the game was like, our coach sucked. That was a bad idea.
Dude, we said it before the tournament. We all knew it. When Weghorst came on, though, I'm like, this is going to be a moron like treble. I think we're going to just sweep yesterday. I was like, they're about to do it again because they have that psychopath. That like 6 foot, what is he, 6'6" or something?
Yeah.
He's a psycho. And the way he looks is insane. You can see his skull. You know when you see a person, you're like, you know what his skull looks like? Weghorst is one of those kind of guys. When he put Koopmeiners in and subbed him in at left center back, and he's a 10, I'm pretty sure he didn't know the positions that the players play. I'm pretty sure that he literally forgot, like mid-tournament. Listen, Frankie's amazing. Dude, fucking, what's his name? West Ham, Somerville. Kristjansson Somerville ran literally 120 minutes and was just like
Cody
sprinting.
Gakpo tried like to everything he could. He scored coming off the back of personal tragedy. It was like they had
so sad.
It was like they were so set up for like a storybook win there, and he just really screwed them up. Koeman's really screwed him up.
He stinks. The Mexican fans were booing the Netherlands because they lost to them in the round of 16, like, what, 12 years ago?
No, that was recently,
12
wasn't it?
years ago.
Oh, 12? It was 14?
What the hell? Like, just relax, guys. Like, please. Can El Tree to make the second round of the knockouts, please? Can El Tree just come on?
You're gonna, by the time this episode goes up, they are gonna be strolling.
Okay, yeah, they will. Okay. Speaking of meltdowns, national team meltdowns, the response of South Korean news to their team's response was an insanity. Yes,
남아공전이 졸전이 된 이유를 정말 모르는 듯했습니다.
Those are just literally. First of all, I thought it was a different kind of East Asian cinema at first. And I was because they blur out that.
Yeah.
And I finished.
What about the airport? What about the airport?
And I did finish. All right. Listen, it's a little bit carried away. This man, they're blurring out his face like he's like an ice Asian or something. Like people know what he looks like.
Yeah.
I just think I mean, it's a national tragedy for these people. People are acting just like a little bit. Yeah, look at this. It sounds terrifying.
That's a long flight to get off of and have that be what's greeting you. Can you imagine if you got off
Literally,
an international flight? I can't imagine flying back to Philadelphia and feeling like this.
19 hours, and then you return and you're like drowsy. You're coming off, and then literally just like they're ready to just fucking kill you. They're ready to. Okay, anyway. Sam wanted us to mention our boy John Joe Shelby. He's coming back. Third division UAE.
I was pretty into this story, but I have no idea what it has to do with the World Cup.
I have no idea why I said cut this 4 times and kept putting it back in. Okay, there was a little bit more from the news roundup. Croatian man who went to the club. This is another great American culture immersion clip that I enjoyed. All right, we can hear it, but that's also great. I don't know. The coolest thing that I saw was there's a clip of Maradona in 2018 when he talked about the U.S., the North American countries winning the bid, and he predicted basically that this fourth quarter format would be a thing.
Hubo otra noticia muy fuerte hoy, la del Mundial de Canadá, Estados Unidos y México. En el 2026, ¿le gusta ese
No me
mundial?
gusta.
He's wearing 2 watches.
Pensé que no le iba a gustar.
No me gusta, absolutamente.
Es muy grande, eso no hay
He's
pasión.
up from last
¿Qué
night.
no hay pasión? Los canadienses serán buenos esquiadores, todo lo que quieran. Los americanos quisieron hacer, ¿se acuerda? Cuatro tiempos de 25 por la publicidad, ¿se acuerda que lo hablábamos?
The GOAT. The absolute GOAT.
Crystal ball.
Finally, Chris, I guess we'll do the section that you wanted to do. You wanted to do the sexy ladies of the World Cup section? I guess so. You were
Just for the sake
picks.
of journalism, yeah. Thanks for
You were sending me these pics of all the
specifically,
sexy.
Adam. Thanks. I
Yeah.
appreciate
So
it. Yeah.
I had Sam find sexy ladies of the World Cup. All right, you want to keep? This is a little. Come on. We're gonna get in trouble for this. No. You gotta play it. You gotta play the clip at the end because that's the. Right now I'm seeing a woman with large breasts. Yeah. That's another lady. Yeah. Oh, Chris, why do you want this on the show? Chris, why do you want this on the show? Oh, it's Africa, man. Okay, you got. Whoever's directing these love to like cut away to a sexy lady on during the broadcast, which to me is like a little bit like I'm trying to watch the game. I can't be getting horny while the game's on. Like, just like let me focus on the game. But like, of course, it pales in comparison. The same guy on I think BN Sports that did the Martinelli thing, the horny the same guy that does the Virgil van Maguire, Upa Maguire, that guy. In the last World Cup, I believe, in Qatar, the best cutaway. This is the GOAT cutaway to sexy lady cutaway.
مشجعة روسية مؤازرة للمنتخب الروسي زاد الهوى في قلبي واصبح عاشقا لا ذنب لي بل كنت شبه مغيرا ما عاد لي شيء بعمري غيره فأنا وقلب.
On a more serious note, let's get to Iran. This weekend, I found myself watching the most dog shit match I've ever watched in my entire life, which was Austria versus Algeria. Of course, that was the match that determined the final slot in the third place of the third place finishers. Throughout this tournament, we talked about Iran, but throughout this tournament, I think one thing that has become apparent, and let's actually hear from Taremi.
Sure. But we complain about outside the football, because which is the details important in the football. As you know, recovery is the important things, and small details affect the football. And we have hope, we have good energy in the dressing room, as I said. I'm looking forward, and let's see what will happen tomorrow for the games. There is no word about the games, because we did our best during 90 minutes. By this situation we had since the beginning till now, we are proud of ourselves, and if anything happened, it's by my responsibility because I lose the penalty. And if we pass the group stage, thank God. As you see, we play so good, I think. 90 minutes we fight.
I think that the Iranian team obviously showed a lot of class. It was like a very difficult situation they were walking into, which was they're walking into a tournament where they were playing in a country that they were at war with. Mm-hmm. And I think it showed incredible bravery and class. Like they were doing it for like the folks back home to have some hope, you know. And there was relentless bombing. The peace was negotiated, I guess, with Trump, where he. But in the tournament, it seems to me people have taken issue with the offside and the VAR decision, and I don't think that is the right point at the end of the Iran game, of course. He was offsides, and also on the pitch it was declared offside, so it wouldn't have been clear and obvious error, even if that's not the right argument to make. I think what's more apparent is that Infantino kind of bent the knee to all of the demands of the Trump administration, and to the extent that he went into the Iranian locker room and apologized to the players.
Well, I would just say this is a black eye on the tournament. Like for as much as it's been like a blast to watch this, like the treatment of the Iranian team has been like deplorable. The fact that Trump up until right before the start of the tournament was like threatening to remove them and replace them with Italy, like by fiat, I guess. And that I'm sure Infantino would have gone along with it, to be completely honest. And you look at like, for instance, Algeria and the way that they were welcomed into like Lawrence, Kansas, and it became like this huge community, like this community in Kansas embracing this team. Iran never had that chance. They never got that opportunity. They were getting flown out at 10 p.m. back to Mexico. They are very thankful for the Mexican fans, but like these guys had no shot. And the fact that they got as far as they did was amazing.
Yeah, they had every disadvantage thrown their way. Like their support staff were not allowed entry into the country. They had to be evacuated to TJ basically after. Can you imagine how much more you'd hate America, like staying in Tijuana? Just like seeing guys that were like, they were like just clearly on Molly, just like trying to find their friend who like got spooked during a donkey show or something. Can you imagine like how it is the worst example of American behavior? Like guys named like Tyler and Kai. And so, yeah. Just like the thing is this. The failure was a failure in the format. There are clips of Austria after the third Algerian goal, like going
being like, what are you
fuck?
doing? Yeah, I thought we agreed. Yeah, but although there's no translation as to what they were saying to each other, so I don't like. We can't really be. Yeah, they were like this,
whatever
but
that
like,
meant.
yeah.
Whether or not that there's actual collusion or not, it was the most bizarre, unwatchable match I've seen ever. Probably it was like 60 minutes of literally walking, and then someone would get annoyed by it and then score, and then the other team would go like balls to the wall trying to equalize. It was just in terms of making an entertainment product, it was like an insult to the fans. But beyond that, like the thing that's really heartbreaking at the end of the day is that after who's it, Mahrez scored in extra time for 2 minutes. Those players who have had such a shit experience like attending this World Cup had like hope and thought that their nation had hope, and that was whether it doesn't matter if it's a collusion. The thought of them and their hopes being crushed or dashed like that is really sad.
This is something FIFA had done away with. I don't know whether it gives people any comfort to know that it's not particularly corrupt. It's just typically corrupt. You know, it's like this is kind of
it's been corrupt the entire time.
Echoes across the World Cup history, and it's kind of the fabric of the tournament. It's what makes it such maybe an interesting sporting event to study historically, is to look at stuff like this. But like in '82 in Spain, ironically enough, Austria and West Germany were playing, and Algeria going into the Austria-West Germany match, because usually all these final matches of the group should start at the same time so that there is no chance of people being like, oh, it's like this, so we're going to do that. But Algeria was in second place going into the last match they had completed their final group stage match. They were in second place, but they had a 0 goal difference. West Germany had a +2. And West Germany and Austria play what is now known as the disgrace of Gijon, where Germany scores early, and then the two sides basically like have a Sunday kickabout for 80 minutes.
They play catch basically with their feet.
And you can still see footage of it on YouTube. It is grotesque. It is like 82-year-old plumbers would play more vertical football than these guys. And then, like they had to basically change the rules, I think, until now, when they've introduced this third place qualifier thing where now it's all back into this jackpot.
Yeah, the point is that they wanted more games and they wanted to make more money, right? And that's what we're seeing. Like the stated purpose of FIFA is for football development around the world. But like what this organization really is hey, we're gonna get the best guys, right, at sports, and we're gonna make a tournament, and the whole world is gonna watch it. We're gonna get insane ratings, and how much is it gonna cost, to get the best guys? And it's free. Basically, it's such a good fucking racket. Basically what they're doing is they're making the most popular thing, and they're doing it basically it's brilliant, in fact, if you think of it in those terms. There was no attention paid to whether or not this was actually going to work, and no one asked the question of like, are the games going to suck if they know how many goals they need to qualify for third, or how many goals both teams need to get through the knockout stages. I think there are other games in this tournament where people equally said that there was some funkiness, but I don't not to get into it, but
no, but your point is really well taken, because you could make the argument, I bet you could look at this tournament as the ultra television product. They're doing these hydration breaks that they're slamming in commercials for, and the third place safety net that they established is probably there so that they can get as many Messi, Mbappe, Haaland, like global superstar matches. They didn't want these big stars to fall out after the groups. But they didn't actually need that. What they've created is like what is the best thing about tournament sports, which is Cinderella stories. And they kind of they've really fumbled it in this way.
Well, or like what the corruption we used to see. I mean, when it comes to the tournament as a television product, with the way that things are distributed these days, it wasn't like always that. It was usually like the host nation's dictator would be like, tell the other team we're going to kill them. I mean, literally, like in '78, there was a military junta the year before in Argentina, and Videla, what he did was like him and Kissinger basically made a match fixed a game. A lot of this wasn't on television. A lot of it was about like state propaganda. But him and Kissinger like entered the Peruvian locker room and gave a speech about the topic of Latin American brotherhood. But basically, they needed to win by 4 goals. Peru lost 6-0. Argentina made the final. And there's an understanding, I don't think it's true, but there was like maybe someone at Reddit said, I'm going to believe it's true, that that Generalissimo Videla watched the final with Mr. Joseph Mengele, who, I don't know who he is, but I'm gonna have to look into that. The angel. He was no angel. Can we be honest? And also, you know that Cruyff didn't go because his family was being threatened.
The Cruyff story is one of the all-time greatest like legends of football.
The truth of this, I mean, like it's always been like dirty, but like now that it's an entertainment product, and now that the global audience is like billions, right? They're maximizing the amount of money that they're getting for it, and they're not thinking about like the meaning of this to the people involved. I mean, and the meaning of this to the supporters. Like, it means the reason people are doing this for like, I'm like, think of that the amount of money that Pep has had to spend to build a really good team, right? Yeah. Right. The reason they're doing this, like, they're not getting paid. How much, Sam? Can you actually look up how much players are getting paid for playing in the World Cup?
It's about £75,000 a match.
Maybe look it up. I want to see if you're right. Well, wait. That was amazing. Give it up for the boy. I mean, like the amount that clubs have to spend on recruiting talent, they can do this because it means something to them to like score for their country, to play for their country.
Yeah, so it's about £75,000 all included per match for everybody.
For the entire
that
team?
FIFA pays the national teams.
Wait, so it's
about $2,500 a player. And if you're this guy,
yeah. Gabriel Martinelli got paid £2,500.
$2,500. I mean, seriously, like it's the reason they're doing this because like these guys are on like 500,000 a week. How much is Haaland on?
I mean, it's reported at 500K, but
yeah, but we know how that works. City.
Yeah. So he's on £1 million a week. Like, you know, he's doing this because it's meaningful to people and it's meaningful to countries. And what we saw was a country that, like, you know, they did double the. Trump just. Obama gave 150 and Trump did 300. What a loser! Cut that. He's a friend of the show. No, I mean, like, seriously, they're giving it to a country where like they fucking dash the hopes of a country where their players were bravely going to another place that had bombed a school of girls and killed them. Like it's the U.S. and USSR like didn't attend one another's Olympics during a Cold War. Like that, Maggie Thatcher was considering during the Falklands not going to 82.
Yeah.
You know, which was like obviously, you know, that was a big deal. Also, I mean, that's just for these Argentines to think that they could invade our beautiful rock.
I love how you refer to it as our.
We're doing it for king and country, queen and country. But guess what? I literally found myself watching the most dog shit match of all time because it had like implications. I switched to Messi when they subbed him on.
It just got like, so weird there at the end for Algeria.
I was refreshing FOTMob to see when Messi came on, and then he gave us a goal. And now that's the only thing that's making me feel love
is Messi.
And peace is Messi. And it's just like, I want to see every single.
Give me the 5 reasons you're still hyped. Give me. Cause you got Messi.
Messi.
You got Don Carlo.
Yeah, Carlo. I want to see Carlo win football. I want to see Messi. I want to see this continue. I don't want to lose it. Honestly, Ronaldo, I want them to win, and I want to continue to see him human. I got some great Ronaldo stats if you want to read them, or if I can read them to you right now. I know we're doing okay. He's the first footballer in World Cup history to go 7 matches without a successful dribble. He's played the most minutes for any outfield player. He has less touches than the opposition goalkeeper through 10 straight matches. He's never scored in the World Cup knockouts. I don't know. Listen, I don't even mean to feel that way. I kind of want him out because he ruined having a Messi-Ronaldo quarterfinal because they finished second.
That's right.
I think what I really want to see is yesterday just was insane, right? Like the World Cup can be really, you could have huge expectations and it could be a real letdown. Like last final was the best final ever because it was the only one where it was like a bunch of goals, right? Usually it's Mario Götze in extra time. Usually it's like watching paint dry. And like, it was wild. Like, can you think of, speaking of tournament football, can you think of the last good Champions League final? Like, I can't.
I mean, we were talking about this the other day, Barca and Manchester United.
Yeah, well, that was just because I'm Messi. Yeah, I mean, like, genuinely, like, this is not expected. Like, seeing an insane Paraguay, like, a penalty shootout where everyone was missing. Where they, like, it was like a match point at, like, basically, it was like tennis. They had 2 match points in a row. They fucked it, and then somehow they still won. And then seeing Nagelsmann like go home sad, and seeing Freddie sent to CIA black site in Syria. That's. I mean, it's been a lot of fun.
Let me ask you something though.
Yeah.
So you're just talking about how we don't get Ronaldo, Messi in the I think quarters. And Netherlands out, Germany out.
Yes.
We get robbed of Germany, France. So this is getting a little like one of those NCAA tournaments where like George Mason's in the Final Four. And
there's a potential that right now we're really excited about like things being fucked with, and then France just walks it.
Yes, either France walks it or we have just like a goofballs like Final 8 or Final 4. And I'm here for it. I want to see the chaos. But sometimes you do just want to see Germany play France, or you do just want to see Messi Ronaldo one more time.
I am still in. First of all, like I'm not. I'll say it. People really are fucking with the World Cup right now in America, and it's not the U.S. national team. I mean, I am seeing enthusiasm for ball. Maybe I live in Brooklyn. I don't know.
I think it's around. It's all over.
I live in a liberal bubble. Okay. Maybe I'm at the Park Slope food co-op, and everyone is talking about the Congo statue guy being deported. No, but seriously, like there's still a lot there. We're gonna probably get Mexico, England at the Azteca, the ghosts of the hand of God,
and we could still get Brazil, Argentina.
I mean, there's so much ahead. And then we are also seeing the greatest player of all time, like at 39 years old, cooking.
He's just bossing it.
And it's so beautiful to see because we didn't expect it. It was like hello, old friend. I thought you played the MLS. How are you doing this right now? It's special. And like beyond that, tournament football is about moments and players and stars. It's not about tactics. It's about someone just busting out of like a fucking dogfight or like just a slugfest, which is like two teams are like punching each other in the face, and then like one player just has a dazzling moment, and that.
Or it doesn't even have to be that dazzling. It could be like what Holland did, where he basically like shanks it into the back of the net, and it doesn't even believe that it's there. But he was just like the man in the right place at the right time.
But also on Neanderthal Watch, I wanted them to be rewarded for starting Sorloth on right wing. I wanted just how more. It is just how the hell who came up. They literally have Oscar Bob, and they literally scored. I mean, they look so much better after. I do sometimes want to just see dumb things being rewarded. The chaos of it. How unfair it is sometimes. Like that is like what's special about the World Cup. And guess what? America it's the best one. We're the best country. We did the best World Cup. We have the best. We have the best. Best team. Best sandwiches by far.
Do you want to do happy trails? Or do you want to wrap it up there?
Let's do happy trails.
All right. I'm gonna throw the teams that we have just waved goodbye to as we exit the groups and into the knockouts, and you just tell me how you're feeling. Happy trails, South Africa.
Listen, we're so proud of you guys. Like you guys are. It was such a young team. I honestly
All right,
like.
Save it for your biography, man. Come on.
What do you mean my biography? It's not Arsenal. That
Japan.
fucking guy, the Koeman, that guy. Or what's his name? If I mispronounce that, cut it. Please. If I nailed it, Chris.
No. Mobokazi.
Fuck. Mobokazi, the Chicago Fire guy, he's going to get a fucking move. He's a brick shithouse. He kicked the ball so hard against Czechia, and I'm going to give you one-word answers to the rest of the teams, but this is my heart.
Yeah.
He kicked the ball so hard that he busted the ball open against Czechia. That's Randy Johnson. Okay, continue.
Japan.
You got Carlo, fuck off.
Qatar.
Greedy, shouldn't have. And Japan also, we haven't forgotten whose side you were. Okay, Qatar, they shouldn't have two teams. It's bullshit, okay? What, they have PSG and then they have some bad team? Like, but you don't get two. Enjoy PSG. Haiti, thank God they're going back to France. I mean, geez.
Turkey.
You want to say anything?
About Turkey?
Yeah, I think you should. They got Matt.
Because my boys.
They got 3 on Matt Turner. Let's watch. They got 3 on American legendary goalkeeper Matt Turner. Unreal.
Thanks for coming, Turkey.
The Great Wall of Denver. What was it? The
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Saudi, Czechia, Panama, New Zealand, and Jordan.
Do them one at a time.
Saudi.
Don't care.
Czechia.
Don't care.
Panama.
Could not care less.
New Zealand.
Don't care. Absolutely don't care.
Jordan.
Were they nice? They have a GD nice index? Gross domestic niceness? Grow up.
And Jordan's last.
23, don't care.
Okay. Uzbekistan.
Borat. Who else we got?
Iraq.
It's so funny. I keep saying just to say Borat. It's not the right. Yo, by the way, one of the guys that speaking of the, I don't want to do Ronaldo propaganda. Literally, one of the guys was a plumber that he scored those 2 goals.
It's true.
Literally a plumber. Okay, Iraq.
Yeah, Iraq.
Sorry about all that, but fuck off. I mean, that was we fucked up that one.
Curacao.
Curacao. What the fuck? I don't even know what the fuck Curacao is.
Scotland.
We will be seeing you for 3 more games at World Cup 2066 Israel. I can't wait to see you again.
You think that's how long it's going to take to rebuild?
Be another 40 years.
Okay.
Another 40 years, and we'll get him for another 3 games. Steve Clark, I'm sorry. I'm going to miss you. And then finally, one last team, Chris.
Tunisia.
Okay, big news. We've been following the Hervé Renard story since its inception. It's the hottest story of the World Cup.
We've been chronicling this.
There is a potential that he will stay, but he has a list of demands, okay? They are a higher salary for him and his coaching staff, reasonable. Full control over the national team for 6 months. Yeah, and 6 months of stability without pressure or criticism to implement his project. Basically,
we actually inserted this last one into your Spotify contract, where we give you no pressure, no criticism. Time to implement your program.
I am fucking schwitzing right now in this room. Okay. Hervé Renard has said to Tunisia, I will stay, but you have to, for 6 months, let me do whatever I want to this team.
Last team, Uruguay.
I'll let you take this away. Bielsa
Because you're
just
sweating
went
too much.
on
Bielsa just lost his mind. And this was basically in 2024, Luis Suarez said this was going to happen. He was like, no, Marcelo Bielsa never says good morning to anyone. And they should have taken that as a sign. He was like the best paid coach in the region. He comes in, he basically tells all the guys they're shit, that they abandoned him, that they're cowards, and they played
He
like
told
it.
Valverde he's a coward.
Yeah.
Who the hell? He's like a fucking old man that sits on a Yeti cooler.
His keeper asked to come out of a World Cup match at halftime. That's how much they hate him.
They're like literally like they need to like they can't just keep bringing this guy back to be mean to people at different teams. Like just it would be funny if he pulled the what do you call it move? What's the guy? Damn United.
Brian Clough.
Yeah, it would be funny if he pulled the Clough move where he was out of subs and then he subs a guy. I'd rather have no one replace you. Guys, they haven't won a World Cup game without Luis Suarez since the year 1990, which is a meaningless stat that you put on here.
Yeah. It's good, though. I like it.
Turn to me?
You want to see how wet I am?
We got to get you out of here. We got to dry you off.
Forlan. Oh, my God. Look at Forlan. All right, that's the episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. The World Cup's fucking great. Chris, I'll see you next Tuesday. We will be back on Thursday or Friday. Have a great 4th of July. America is going to win the World Cup. Guys, this is what an honor and a privilege. Soccer has landed in the United States, and we will be, I think we might win like 3 or 4 of these in a row. Guys, enjoy your time.
Bye,
Happy
Freddie.
birthday, America. 250 years of just great stuff, great decisions, great. You have anything to say about the birth of America? These things keep falling out of my... Guys, I'm all out of sorts.
We're good.
The Beautiful Bot is brought to you by FanDuel. On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. So you're still in it until the final whistle. Because in matches like these, anything can happen. And now your bet can go the distance. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. Visit FanDuel.com/TAFS to get started now. Disclaimer, 21 plus select states or 18 plus DC, Kentucky, Wyoming. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut. Welcome. We have 2 guests on the show, 2 Vikings that I went to the Senegal Norway match. 2 good pals. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yes, we are. I work in the Norwegian BBC, I would say, NRK. I do podcasts, and I am, as you said, I am a Viking, and
Yeah.
I have never felt like a Viking before, and it's a good. I'm starting to like it.
And your
this-
name? And your name is?
My name is. I forgot that part. Yeah, my name is Erlend Morch. It doesn't make sense in English, so I might as well not.
Erlend's kind of the Nathan Fielder of Norway. Would that be fair to say?
That's 100% accurate. Yes.
So you torture Armenians in Norway. That's
Yeah, well.
yeah. Okay. And counselor, sir, Your Honor, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm. My name is Mimir Kristjansson. I make a World Cup podcast with Erlend, but usually I'm a member of parliament in Norway for the left-wing party.
Yeah. My name, by the way, my name means foreigner. So you.
Oh, okay.
Dark foreigner.
Cool.
Dark foreigner. Okay.
I see you're enjoying a Diet Dr. Pepper as well. Do you want to
Yeah.
give us a review of one of the finest drinks here in America?
I was pleasantly surprised. I expected it to be a bad experience, but I'm okay with it.
My opinion on Dr. Pepper is that when I'm hungover, I always have this extreme need to drink Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
But after the first sip, I understand why I don't enjoy it when I'm not hungover.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, we've been following this podcast for the World Cup. I was very happy to see that you also make a World Cup podcast. So we are also kind of colleagues, Adam.
Yesterday, we went to New York, New Jersey Stadium, which I regret to inform you has a corporate sponsor that Gianni Infantino, which I don't know if you guys know this the English translation is Johnny Baby. Did you know that? Yeah. He's removed all the corporate sponsorships because he is, of course, also a member of the Norwegian Socialist Party. Let's just go do a scene report. Let's do a report. We started off. We drove into Giant Stadium, as it used to be called. Immediately, you guys, I tried to make you break the rules and cut the line, if you recall.
Yeah, and I was, especially me, but also Erlend was very concerned about you breaking the rules because in Norway, these are the type of things people can remember for years.
Yeah.
I saw this one politician at a game once 15 years ago, and he broke the rules.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing people will say behind your back that they saw this guy. He's a guy that cuts in line.
Well, there were a lot of words you guys were saying during the match, which I didn't think were. I wouldn't even repeat them, but they were quite rude. Anyway, yeah, I did take a picture of you, and I have it as compromat in the event of you ever trying to destroy me. No, you guys both had press passes, and there was a huge queue before the Norwegian Fan Fest, and I was like, guys, like, you can cut the line, and you were like, oh no, this is not a social welfare of us. Let's get into the match. I was in the fan section.
First, Adam, how did you fight? Because you were with us in the Norwegian pre-party with all the fans, and
yes.
you did at times look kind of fish out of water, or how did you experience it? Did you like it?
It's very blonde. Yeah. Very. You boys are big. You got some big boys over there.
Yeah, I think it's the tallest population after
next to the Netherlands.
Next to the Netherlands, yeah.
Oh, okay. So, congratulations.
Difficult question for Norwegian journalists to ask to foreign people. What do you think about Norwegian girls?
I thought I was focused on the guys pretty much. I don't know. What's the song, the goal song that you guys were playing? I fucking loved it.
Vi bønna ifra nord, ta vel imot oss.
It's like punk?
Yeah, it means we're the farmers from the north, but bønna is more like a hillbilly. It means hillbilly, we're the hillbillies from the north.
Who does that song? That's like your...
So there's a Norwegian band called Dum Dum Boys, but they have they call themselves Racer for the World Cup songs.
Yeah. The Dum Dum Boys?
The Dum Dum Boys, and so this is proud Norwegian music heritage, and that exact song is.
I think it's also connected to the Danish people calling the Norwegian national team mountain monkeys.
Yeah,
which is a derogative term, obviously, fjellapene. Yeah, and then you have this response where the farmers of the north.
It's a good song.
Yeah, you got, so it's like a diss track. They insulted you, and you're like, yes, that's right. We are disgusting.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Wait, so let's get to the match. It was 3-2. I admittedly left. I had to catch a train back to New York City right before the second Senegal goal. For me personally, I'm bringing in a little bit of club bias here. Holland is, objectively, he's the best box presence, striker I've ever seen. He's comprehensive, but to me, it's annoying that we have to play. I'm an Arsenal supporter, to play in the same league as him. But the volley, the second goal, I remember it was so good. Was the volley the first goal or the second goal, Sam?
Second goal.
Let's run again. The second goal, the feed from Martin Odegaard, the captain of Arsenal. How many people are there in Norway? There's 45 people. The president gave you these tickets. Is that how we got in?
No.
No, we're both members of the royal family.
Oh, you are. Well, there was a scandal recently.
The only family in Norway, actually.
There was recently a scandal, from what I understand, with the.
In the royal family, yeah, there have been several scandals. But Norway, #1 country in the Epstein files.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are extremely present in the Epstein files, which is our claim to fame. So it's kind of nice for us to tell the world a different story. Instead of only being the Epstein files, we are also Vikings who.
Yeah.
We went to.
We will abroad and rape people. We're also that, but
we're also rapists. Okay.
Yeah.
We're not only pedophiles, also grown-ups.
Do you think what your friend said to me? Do you think the whole Viking aesthetic is corny, or do you think it's like a cool?
No, we have
thing?
decided to lean into it.
You're leaning
we love
in.
It. Yeah, we love it. Yeah, but there has been a debate in Norway, but
I've been a big part of the debate, I would say. Because some left-wing academics in Norway would think that it's a right-wing kind of thing to love Viking aesthetics, runes, all that stuff.
What's your take?
My take is that you can't leave the Vikings to the Nazis. You have to try to reclaim the Viking heritage.
We have to reclaim it. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Viking heritage is our real history. It's not something we construct. It is a part of real Norwegian history. So we have to take it back.
Yeah.
And also, I'm named after a Norse god, so I have to. I have to have that opinion.
I guess what did you make of the match? So what's it like? It's been how many years? 24 years since you guys were in the World Cup. 28 years.
Yeah.
I mean, is it scenes? Like, do you guys like when the anthem played? Did you guys feel an emotion there? Like.
Yes, definitely, and definitely before the Iraq game, which so that was the first game in 28 years. I have never seen Norway in any tournament at all. Not the Euros and not the World Cup. You haven't been to the Euros either since 2000.
Yeah.
So the World Cup for me has always been something where I have to pick another nation to root for. So it's been Spain or England or whatever. So it's kind of strange to have my own country present. But it feels right when the team is this good. So
and Norwegian people have a different sort of emotional spectrum than Senegalese people. So when we're very moved, we stand completely still and say nothing to each other.
Yeah.
That's very moving for us.
That's our drum.
That's our drum.
It's just staring into the distance.
It's a country of 8 million people. Is that correct? 5 million. And so what percentage do you think of the entire nation is in the States right now?
I think we tried to crunch the numbers and we ended up at about 1%. But Mimir here, he's actually a dual citizen. So he's also Icelandic. So I think in Iceland had 10% of their population present in the 2016 Euros, or?
That's right.
Yeah.
30,000 people.
And that's 30,000 people is 10% of the. There's 300,000 people there. So we don't. That's not that's not a fact we brag about because we don't want the Icelandic people to
start bragging.
Yeah.
What do you guys? What's it like having the best striker in the world, who of course was born in England, and you guys. Settler colonialed him into Norway, right?
Yes.
What's it? Yeah, I mean, but I feel like in a country so small, like you have a cousin that's friends with Holland or something. Like,
it's of course statistically incredible, but to me it's kind of two-sided because on the one, I guess it's amazing to have the best striker in the world, but I'm wired in the way that I just keep thinking about the fact that this will never happen again. So I'm sad and emotionally, I'm also disappointed by the fact that this will not last forever.
It's very zen, but there's very the zen of Norwegian soccer support. Why do I talk? Can you cut me saying that, please? Jesus Christ, the zen. What? I don't even know what zen is. Erlend, you made a series about Holland, an animated series.
Yeah, we made an animated series which I guess could be resemble South Park or something, and Holland plays this. You know the giant from Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
He's a huge bodyguard, but he doesn't talk. He only makes noises like an animal.
Yeah.
Hodor, like Hodor. So I want to find out during this World Cup if he has seen the show.
Yeah. Do you think he would take issue with your portrayal of him?
No, I
as
think
a
he would like it.
giant
When we made
lumbering fool?
No, when we made it, I was kind of like, okay, maybe if he will be offended if he sees it. But later, I've seen his videos in Manchester City and in interviews. He seems like just a really likable and fun guy. I think he would actually find it to be pretty funny.
And we were both yesterday very noticed that Haaland was smiling during the national anthem before the kickoff. He was already happy before playing the game.
Yeah.
And there was also a press interview after the game where he was asked, "What do you think about meeting France?" And he said, "I don't know. They're probably going to win, and then they're going to win the World Cup."
Yeah, I was about to bring that up. Yeah, it's awesome to hear a guy the best striker in the world not be like, it's going to be a tough fixture. Just do some media trained answer. He's like, "Fuck, we have to play France."
Yeah, that's what I mean. So he's authentic and real and fun in interviews, and so we have the best striker in the world. But he also turns out to be kind of a figure you want to watch videos of, also off the pitch, which is great.
Boys, I genuinely so appreciated the invitation yesterday. Going to the World Cup match, it was phenomenal. I mean, the flags, like the anthems, I don't know why, but they do touch me. And when you see a guy crying, Dick Advocaat, the coach of Curaçao, who's from Holland, he cries every single match, like at the anthem too, and it's just like seeing how much it means to people. I really relate to you having something nice and then expecting it to go away. I think it means that you're good people, folks.
Okay, that's good to hear.
How drunk did you get after the match?
I would say somewhat. It wasn't that bad.
Okay.
Different levels of drunk after the game. Yeah.
But
because he had your backpack, so
you were concerned before the game for rooting for the Vikings against a black nation from Africa.
I would say just Africa. Yeah, I would. Being in a place with all blonde people rooting, with a cross on the crest.
Yeah, but did you
honestly,
like it? Did you like it?
The winning
it was, and then Holland is the guy that scores.
Yeah.
You guys were good. You guys, the king, you guys said F you to old. Okay, we don't have to bring up the Holocaust. But you guys are, I'm good. I'm cool with you guys. Well, we'll say that.
Yeah,
you guys are good people.
Yeah,
cut the Holocaust stuff, please. No, it was
Holocaust.
The Holocaust. Keep it then. You're in the government.
I'm only in the parliament, so it's difficult.
Only the parliament. It's awesome. You said the Holocaust. Wow.
Yeah.
Can I vote for you?
Yeah, please.
You're awesome, dude. Boys, it was so fun. We're gonna do your podcast after this one. I really appreciate it.
And then we will talk about who is right coded and who is more left coded of Haaland and Mbappe. That's the subject of our podcast.
Mbappe is fascistic, I think. Yeah, and I think that Haaland is. I think him saying, "Well, fuck it, we're gonna lose to France," is probably
He's tall and blonde, but he's also
chill.
He's chill. So
I don't think he knows who the president is. Probably.
No.
I don't think he does. All right, thanks, boys.
Okay,
you guys are the best. Skol.
Thank you. Skol.
21 plus and present in select states for Kansas in affiliation with Kansas Star Casino, or 18 and present in DC, Kentucky, or Wyoming. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut, or visit mdgamblinghelp.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 1-800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts, or call 1-877-8-HOPE-NEW York or text HOPE-NY in New York. For Louisiana, call 1-877-770-7867.